Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is Josie's Point of View, where we focus on human interest stories from the Carolinas and beyond. Today it's Wednesday and it's June the 21st, 2023. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you're new to my channel, I'd like to extend to you a warm welcome. Thank you so much for stopping by. I hope you find the information here to be informative. And if you're a returning viewer, by all means, thank you for coming back. You know, I always say the tide changes so frequently here on these YouTube streets that you always have to acknowledge where your support comes from. And I want you to know I sincerely thank you for your support. Feel free to like and to share this video. And don't forget to subscribe. I know you have not seen a lot of me this month, and it's because it's been very, very busy at my house. I have this summer project underway, and it's larger, much larger project than I had anticipated. But I'm trying to get back on track, so my goal is to post at least one video each week for the next 2 months, and then I'll be back on schedule. And our story today takes us to the city of Fayetteville here in North Carolina. Take a look at that headline. And it reads, Detention Center nurse arrested for multiple sex acts with inmate. I'll provide you with a summary here, and as always, I'll place links to a few of the full articles in the description box. And today we're focusing on the Cumberland County Detention Center pictured here, and it's located right here in the city of Fayetteville, North Carolina. It's a very beautifully designed building. I have to admit, I have never been inside, and that's by choice. I plan to continue to monitor it and to admire it from the outside. But I did a quick look up on the facility and discovered that it's a 568-bed minimum security facility, primarily housing pre-trial inmates. One report stated that the daily inmate population is around 430, and they are mostly men. It was also mentioned that the care and supervision of these inmates is provided by a team of approximately 170 staff members, and this information is available in the public domain. And then we're talking about this woman. Her name is Jean Rodriguez. She's 32 years old, and she lives in Hope Mills, which is right outside of Fayetteville. And until recently, she was a licensed practical nurse working for the Cumberland County Detention Center. And from what I was able to decipher from the publications, she most likely was a contract nurse or an agency nurse, not actually employed directly by the detention center. Report says she was working for an agency known as Southern Health Partners. So she was contracted to provide services to the agency. Well, Ms. Rodriguez was arrested last month, and she's now facing multiple charges for what investigators are saying she was observed doing with an inmate, or let's say for the type of services she was providing to an inmate. She's facing sexual misconduct charges because it seems as if her role as a caregiver extended to another level, and her services extended far beyond routine health care. And this is what has been reported about this case. It appears charges were brought against Rodriguez as a result of reports submitted by another agency employee. It was stated that employee observed Rodriguez conducting inappropriate behavior. Now, we're not sure exactly what that inappropriate behavior that second employee saw, but in this instant, it was significant. And this was back in April. They actually started investigating Rodriguez's actions. So reports say Rodriguez had been kissing and having oral sex with an inmate, and this incident happened numerous times between January and April of this year. Now, she was arrested in May. Now, what they saw was not disclosed, but it was sufficient for charges to be brought forward and for Rodriguez to be arrested. So Rodriguez was charged with 5 counts of sexual acts by a custodian. And again, remember, she was the nurse employed by the detention center to provide care to the inmates. She was being held at the Cumberland County Detention Center, and by the way, that's the very same detention center where she had been working and where the incident took place. She was being held there under a $250,000 secure bond. Now, each of the charges she is facing carries a maximum sentence of 88 months behind bars, so that's 88 times 5. That's a heck of a lot of time. Now, her first court appearance was on May the 12th, and she appeared in person and she spoke to the judge. She said that since she did not have any prior offense, she said she knew it was probably a long shot, but she wanted to see about getting an unsecured bond because her father is really sick. She told the judge that her father had pancreatic cancer, which is really serious, and it appears that she might be his caregiver. And that's really the sad part of all of this, especially if she is eventually denied bond. But sometimes we act without thinking about consequences. Her poor judgment is probably creating a lot more stress for her dad, who's already dealing with a medical crisis. And to date, she's had two court appearances. The first was May the 12th, and then she had a follow-up hearing on May the 31st, but reports of that visit were not made public, and a follow-up court date was not available. In a way, my heart reaches out to her, but she knew what she was doing. It wasn't one time or two time; it was multiple times, allegedly. And when you act inappropriately, you have to face the consequences. But I really still feel sorry for her family, especially to her, for her father. But the one thing that she does have in her favor is that this is a first offense, so maybe the judge would take that into consideration and let her out on bond. But I'll try to stay on top of this case and I'll bring you updates whenever they become available. And that's all I have for you right now. Feel free to leave me a comment below and let me know what you think about this video. And by all means, feel free to like it and to share it. And if you haven't done so already, I want to invite you to subscribe to my channel by clicking on that red subscribe button. It's on the bottom right-hand corner of your screen. And if you click on the bell that looks just like that one, that's the notification bell. If you click on that notification bell, you'll be the first to know whenever a new video is uploaded. I thank you for watching, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.